Hello, scholars, and welcome to Unit 1, Lesson 4, which is decimal place value. And our aim is scholars will be able to understand decimal place values to thousands in order to read and write decimal numbers. So, for our first three lessons of fifth grade math, Unit 1, Lesson 1, Lesson 2, and Lesson 3, we've discovered that place value is a system of tens. So, for example, let's say that you start at the ones place. Okay. As we shift to the left, now that's the tens place. If we shift further to the left, now we have the hundreds place. And 10 times 10 is 100. Okay. So that's why it's a system of tens. We keep going to the left. Now you're going to run into the thousands place. And how do you get to 1,000? That's 10 times 10 times 10. So place value is a system of tens. And in our first three lessons, we discovered that when you multiply by 10, it's going to shift to the left. And it's actually going to make the value 10 times greater. So for example, if you have a 10 and you multiply it by 10, becomes 100. All right. And 100 is 10 times greater than 10. All right. Now, sticking with that same number 10, if you divide it by 10, it becomes a 1, and that value is 10 times less. All right. So not only is it shifting left to become 10 times greater, it's also can shift right and become 10 times less. But what happens when we keep going to the right? We pass the ones place because that's the furthest right that's the furthest to the right that we have gone is to the ones place. Well, if we keep going to the right, we're going to need to pass a decimal point. And in this lesson, we're going to go beyond the ones place and discover how to name the place values once we keep going further to the right past the ones place.